All right, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again in another one here on the coach's desk. How is everybody doing? All right, so I want to see the video with Christopher Taylor and I want to see where Chris go on with and where him try. It never work out. But we're going to talk about Rusheen McDonald in this one. But before we get into that, people, like, share, and subscribe. All right, so over there in Luzern, Rusheen McDonald was expected to, do well and make the qualifying standard according to, what transpired at the national trials. However, before we tell you what go on, we understand that the conditions over there was windy and there was a lot of wind chills. So that really affected how some of the athletes run. When you look at Christopher Taylor, he didn't get the best and desirable condition, hence the reason why he didn't reach to the standard that he really wanted to achieve in that one. So before I get into that, I just given that a bit of information. Now, Rusheen McDonald, you see it? You see it, Rusheen McDonald? My granny tell me, say, the first water hog say him for wash. In other words, the first opportunity you get, which was at the national trials, you should have ensured that you got that opportunity and take that opportunity rather. Yeah, but for whatever reason, and there might be valid reasons why it did not happen. However, the people are not going to see it that way, Rusheen. Big up yourself anyways. But at the Luzern in the 400 meters, he was actually second. Janieve Richards won that one, 45.11 to take the win ahead of McDonald, 45.30. Patrick of Hungary, 45.39. South Africa's Ocon, 45.39 as well. South Africa's Leendert, 45.40. Brian Foss, United States, 45.63. Evan from United States, 46.24. And Lionel Spitz, 47.44. So that is how the 400 meters cookie crumble. And I mean, Rusheen McDonald will still have more opportunities to try as best as possible to make that qualifying standard. However, again, we will say, when you get that opportunity, always try as best as possible to take and make use of that initial opportunity. I think he was able to, make the standard at the trials. But like I said earlier, for whatever reason, he had to slow up and he did not meet the qualifying standard. So with that, he has to continue to go in Europe, like he said, and make that standard. Now, it's going to be very, very, very interesting for him going forward. Very interesting, because remember, we have some other persons in the 400 meters with the qualifying standard. Bovell McPherson, Sean Bailey, and others. So it's not going to be an easy feat for Rusheen. I think he will come up chumps. Rusheen reminds me of Navasky Anderson. They always find a way to, be on that plane. Yes, they always find a way to be on that plane. And I tell you, I believe that something will still happen for Rusheen McDonald. But again, you always have to just make use of the opportunity given to you. It is as plain and simple as that. In the women's 200 meters, Kemba Nelson was left down the pack. Yeah, man. Kemba Nelson actually finished 8th overall. She ran 23.4 to 200 meters. Whoa. Kemba Nelson, what is really happening? What is really happening, Kemba? Leonie Pointed from Swiss, 22.89. Antonique Strawn, Bahamas, 22.93. Great Britain's Regis, 22.99. France Parisot, 23.01. Gina Looking Kemper, 23.08. Lulia Henriksson, Sweden, 23.17. Wesali Jessica, which is Bianca, 23.24. And Kemba, like I said, running off the top 8, 23.43. So that is where the ladies finish in that one, where that is concerned. And we have to talk about Janieve Smith. Yes, Janieve Smith. She won the 100 meters. The wind reading negative 0.1 meters per second for Janieve Smith in this one. She took the win in 11.12. Yes, 11.12 for Janieve Smith of Jamaica, ahead of one of my favorite athletes out there, you know, Italy's Zainab Dosso. Yeah, man, big up the Dosso, you know. She clocked 11.24 for second. Camille Rutherford, Bahamas, 11.31. Salome Cora, Swiss, 11.35. Kemba Nelson, 11.36 for fifth. Geraldine Frey, Swiss, 11.41. Rebecca Haas, Germany, 11.43. Renee Regis, running off the top 8, 11.46. So this is where it stood out for the Jamaicans. I mean, this was a good win for Janieve Smith, you know, taking this 100 meters. So it's like a in and out for the Jamaicans. Win second, because we have Kerika Hill. I spoke about her already. She came second in the 100 meter hurdles. Chris won the 200 meters, but he didn't make that qualifying standard. So all in all, that was it for the Jamaicans over there in the Luzern track meet. So I think Janieve is getting into her own. She's doing what she needs to do. Albeit, will she make the, what you call it? Will she make the relay team? Will they put her on the relay team? I'm not sure. But we hope that, you know, she will be a part of the relay squad. So, Rasheen, you still have another chance. Go and go do it, youth. But again, when you get a first opportunity, deal with it. Christopher Taylor, you still have a next opportunity. Go and go do it, youth. And it is what it is. So, big up on yourself, people. Drop your comment in the chat and let us have a discussion. I might not be able to answer to all the comments. But on your system, I love all of them, though. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Until next time. Peace.